Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 3rd of July 2024. So bonds and stocks bid as government job openings suddenly surge. And then we've got stocks and treasuries gain while dollar weakens amid dovish leaning Powell. So he's gone from hawkish to dovish. So lending support to the metals and also the markets. Economic news, yesterday the core flash came out at 2.9 and the flash estimate year on year was at 2.5. So no great shakes there, but the problem is when the market was waiting for it, it became sideways and didn't help trading yesterday. And today, what have we got? ADP numbers are out, and we've also got ECB Lagarde speaking once more, and FOMC meeting minutes. They're out tonight at 7 p.m. They're not the major one, they're not the interest rate decision, it'll just be reflecting upon what was said before, but that's at 7 p.m. as well. And then of course tomorrow all of the US markets will be closed. Right, let's move along, have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow yesterday, the market moving back to the upside. We're stuck in a sideways range. This is indicative of this time of year now. You're going to see a lot more of this going forward. And the 30-minute chart, unlike the last few days, the Dow actually managed to move higher and stay high, and that's probably due to the JOLTS numbers that came out showing a creation of more jobs, and also a note went straight through the 200 MA as well. I struggled to begin with. The first two occasions failed, and then now it's above this level. In the German DAX, the market down yesterday, obviously anticipating these flash CPI numbers, and Lagarde speaking, whatever she said sent the market lower. Prices up on the overnight, and in the 30-minute chart there you can see the sell-off there and recovery in the afternoon along with the release of the US JOLTS numbers. Overnight, the market is above the DP, but it needs to get above the 200-day moving average, as can be seen there. Once it broke it, I would accelerate it down to the downside there. In the S&P 500, we can see that yesterday price is moving back up towards the all-time highs. This is about an 89% retracement where it can find resistance, and that's exactly what we see there. I'll just expand this out. You see there the market trading up to between the 78 and 89% retracement, an area of resistance there. 30-minute chart, one way for the S&P. It's been extremely strong this year, as can be seen even just by an intraday move. As soon as they get some good news, off it goes. So the broader market dominating there. In the FT100, market finding support yesterday down at that 8,112 that we spoke about in yesterday's alert as well. Been some selling around in this market for the last few days. And in the 30-minute chart, so you can see this being tested twice before the prices moved back to the upside there. In the US dollar, the market also sort of sideways to lower. And again, no surprise really. Probably waiting for the CPI numbers, which are going to be released next week. So have a look at the metals market. And in the metals market, we can see that silver's being allowed to move up at the moment. It's coming off the 28.64 low that it made last week, where we had a bit of demand coming into the market. It's a case of silver's allowed to move up until it gets to 32, isn't it? That's really the issue here. Saying that, there are another two levels in between that this market will need to surmount if prices are to be allowed to move higher. In gold, let's just have a look at the 30-minute chart yesterday on the JOLTS numbers. You can see classic shakeout, but back up on the overnight, and in the gold market stuck in that sideways move. And also again up, shaken out, but then managing to get back up on the overnight there too. So in the gold silver ratio, because silver's being allowed to move up at the moment, is moving down. We haven't headed back to the 88 yet, but don't write it off. There's plenty of time yet for the market to do this. Meanwhile, in the Far East, in the Shanghai market, we're looking at 33.59. And we've got 29.31, so that $4 remains in this market at the moment. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trades. So yesterday morning we see in the market head down towards the low in the pre-market session. The pre-market session, by the way, is in the grey area, and then the cash market opening is in the white. So let's move along. Prices are sideways, we then open and the market moves lower, and we don't get a signal here because the signals are set to kick off at 8 a.m. and if it's already short then we don't get it. So market moves lower without us, and then we get into the sideways move that I spoke about earlier, waiting for the CPI numbers, and when you get stuck in these sort of ranges then you end up with the losing trades. You've got a bit of a recovery on the third trade there, but the first two of the morning were losses because of this news item which is shown here, waiting for this to be released. So the market's sideways, plus we've got the run up to the US being shut for Independence Day celebrations as well. So another signal which comes to Lagarde speaking at 10 o'clock, and that sent the market lower, as you can see there. So then we head over to the afternoon, and we'll see the market moving higher initially, as just to show you there, up to the JOLTS opening at 3 p.m. and then getting out before that happens, which was a shame really, because the market then moved up just a bit more to the BRN and then through this, but not holding for long, and then another trade just towards the close there, but that was only a scalp trade as well, which it then found a bit of weakness there as well. So not the best of days, purely and simply because of the JOLTS, waiting for the JOLTS, and also say that flash CPI and Lagarde speaking as well. So in the overnight markets, prices are, let's have a look, squeeze all of this together so we can see where we are. We're above the DP, we're above the 200 MA in the 2-minute chart, and also the high is just above there, and then we've got the low down here. So we're sort of closer to the high than we are the low at the moment. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's see what happens today. It is the day before the Independence Day celebration, so it could be quiet, even with the FOMC numbers coming out this evening as well. Okay, that's it. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next.